To keep yourself updated, subscribe to Indigo Learn and click the bell icon and download our app OneFin to start learning on the go.
So for a quick glance, let us have an understanding who all are disqualified. First, a body corporate other than LLP under the LLP Act 2008. Officer or the employee of the company. Then a partner or the employee of the officer or the employee of the company. Then we talk about holding any security in the company or its components. It will be you, your relative or the partner. But relative can hold up to a face value of 1 lakh. At any point of time, the amount crosses 1 lakh face value, they will take corrective actions within 60 days. Then direct indebtedness, if you are indebted to the company or its components for an amount exceeding 5 lakh, it could be you, your relative or the partner, then in that case, you will be disqualified to be the auditor. Then indirect indebtedness, where you are giving a guarantee, it could be you, your relative or a partner, who is giving a guarantee on behalf of any third party to the company or its components for an amount exceeding rupees 1 lakh. After that, we talk about providing you having any kind of business relationship with the company or any of its components, but here the components also include the subsidiary of the associate company. When you talk about business relationship, those are which are of the commercial nature. Here we have two exceptions, that means these we are allowed to give. Those which are permitted by the CA Act 1949 and the Companies Act 2013. Along with that, those which are going to be as a customer which the auditor is going to take the service, and those goods and services are the ones which are in the ordinary course of business, but they should happen at the ALP. Then we will not categorize them as the business relation and you will be qualified for appointment. Then we do the next one where we talk about that if you are in the full-time employment, elsewhere, you will be disqualified. If the proposed appointment is going to be your 21st company audit, then you will be disqualified, because there is going to be a limit of 20 company audits on every auditor or every person. If this appointment proposed is going to be 21st, you will be disqualified to become the auditor. When you do the counting of 20, you have to very clearly exclude 4 types of companies. 1. OPC, second, small company, third, dormant, and fourth, a private company having a paid up capital of less than rupees 100 crores. Alright, then any person who has been convicted, not alleged, convicted of an offence which is involving fraud, then he will suffer a ban of 10 years. He will not be appointed as the auditor of the company. And last, if any person is providing any of the prohibited services, then he will be disqualified to be appointed as the auditor of that company. Alright, now, one very important thing you need to understand here is, if suppose as on the date of appointment of the auditor, that means when the AGM was conducted and in the AGM you were appointed as the auditor, that time none of these disqualifications you have attracted. So maybe there is an ABC Finance Corporation and you have been audited, you have become the auditor of this particular company in the AGM. After 3 to 4 months, you have taken a kind of a loan from this ABC Finance Corporation or the ABC Finance Limited. Now tell me, you have become indebted to the company. Now in this case, you have attracted the disqualification. So the moment you attract the disqualification, you are automatically deemed to have vacated the office of the auditor. And this which you vacate the office, we call it to be a casual vacancy. That means this vacancy in the office of the auditor will be termed as a casual vacancy. And then obviously section 139 subsection 8 will follow for the filling up of the casual vacancy. So any time after the appointment also, if any disqualification is getting attracted, then there will be a vacancy arising in the office of the auditor, and this vacancy will be a casual vacancy, and the procedure of the casual vacancy for filling up of the auditor, that is the vacancy of the auditor, will become applicable. Alright.